Hello friends. What if I told you that one of the poorest countries in the world is building one of West Africa's boldest futures, right under everyone's nose? Welcome to Burkina Faso, a landlocked nation that's quietly turning heads with billion-dollar projects in energy, transport, water, and sustainability. While the world looks elsewhere, this country is building solar farms, airports, and mega roads that could reshape its destiny. And behind much of this transformation is one visionary leader, Ibrahim Traore. Let's explore the game-changing projects that are redefining Burkina Faso's future. Just 35 kilometers northeast of Burkina Faso's capital, a massive development is underway. The Ouagadougou Donsin International Airport. This isn't just a regular airport, it's designed to completely replace the outdated Thomas Sankara International Airport and become a new world-class aviation hub. The reason for the change is simple. The current airport is too close to the city center, making expansion difficult and posing safety concerns. The new location in Donsin offers far more space to grow, both for infrastructure and future passenger traffic. By early 2025, major milestones had already been achieved. A 3.5-kilometer runway and taxiways were completed. The terminal building, covering 17,000 square meters, is designed to handle up to 1 million passengers annually. But it's not just about passenger travel. This airport will also be critical for cargo transport, regional integration, and international connectivity. With over 4,500 hectares of land, this is more than just a travel hub. It's a strategic investment in Burkina Faso's role on the global stage. The entire project is estimated at $737 million, with funding from multiple international partners, including the Islamic Development Bank, the Kuwait Fund for Arab Economic Development, and the West African Development Bank, along with the national government. That's a powerful show of confidence in Burkina Faso's infrastructure vision. But a future-ready airport also needs a future-ready energy source, sustainable power. Next door, construction is set to begin on a 25-megawatt solar photovoltaic plant. This solar station will help power the new airport and nearby communities. It includes a high-capacity battery storage system to ensure reliable electricity, even when the sun isn't shining. That means fewer outages, more stability, and steady support for one of the country's most ambitious developments. Construction is expected to begin in 2025, with completion targeted for 2026. It's being funded through a $45.7 million concessional loan from the Export-Import Bank of China. Once complete, it will connect to the national grid via Burkina Faso's energy utility, Renewable. This isn't just about powering machines, it's about powering a shift to renewable energy in a country that still imports 200 to 300 megawatts of electricity just to meet demand. As of April 2024, Burkina Faso had an installed energy capacity of $714.4 million, but much of it still comes from fossil fuels. Projects like this solar plant are key to changing that picture. Let's now shift from air to road. Being landlocked, connectivity is everything for Burkina Faso. Without direct access to the sea, transport becomes a critical issue, especially for trade and regional ties. That's where a major project comes in, the rehabilitation of a key 155-kilometer highway connecting Bobo Dioulasso to the Ivory Coast border. This route is more than a road. It's a vital artery for people, goods, and services. It also includes a brand new 42-kilometer link between Banfora and Oradara, improving access between key secondary towns. A crucial 100-meter bridge over the Laba River is also being modernized, a crossing long overdue for repair. These upgrades are expected to slash travel times, lower vehicle costs, and significantly boost trade. This is especially vital for economic sectors like agriculture and commerce, benefiting farmers, transporters, and businesses. The total cost, around $267 million, jointly funded by the Islamic Development Bank, the African Development Bank, the European Union, and Burkina Faso's government. It's a powerful example of regional cooperation and a commitment to development through infrastructure. Back to energy. Something remarkable happened in December 2023. Near Bobo Dioulasso, the Kodani solar power station was launched. It's now the country's largest, generating 38 megawatts of clean electricity, enough to power over 100,000 homes. The project was led by Africa REN, a French independent power producer, with support from European institutions like Pro-Parco and the Emerging Africa Infrastructure Fund. This isn't just an energy project. Kodani reduces 41,000 tons of carbon emissions annually, the equivalent of taking thousands of cars off the road. It's a major step toward reducing the country's reliance on fossil fuels, which still make up over 80% of Burkina Faso's energy supply. The solar push isn't stopping in cities. Rural areas are getting the spotlight too. In May 2024, the Zena solar power station came online in the Boucle du Mouhoun region. It's a 26.6 megawatt plant expected to produce 33 gigawatt hours of clean energy per year, benefiting around 43,000 people in rural communities. Developed through international cooperation between UAE's Amea Power and Canada's Wendga Energy, the Zena project is a shining example of how cross-border collaboration can bring real change to the grassroots. Electricity from this project is helping children study at night, powering local clinics, supporting small businesses, and cutting diesel use, all while reducing pollution. Next is one of the country's boldest rural electrification programs, the Yeleen project. Over 60% of Burkina Faso's population lives in rural areas, so electrification isn't optional, it's essential. Launched by Sonabel, the Yeleen initiative uses solar mini-grids and standalone systems to bring electricity to over 150 villages. And that's just phase one. With over $150 million in support from the World Bank and the Green Climate Fund, the project aims to connect more than 300,000 off-grid people to clean energy. It's not just about homes. Schools, health centers, and local businesses are gaining access to power, transforming everything from education to healthcare. Yeleen means light in the local Dioula language, a fitting name for a project that's bringing hope and opportunity to rural Burkina Faso. Now, as the capital Ouagadougou expands, so does the need for clean water. The Ziga 2 Dam and Water Project is designed to meet that challenge. It will provide 135,000 cubic meters of water daily, enough for over 1 million people. This includes new pipelines, intake structures, and treatment plants to ensure both residential and industrial water needs are met. The original Ziga Dam, built in the early 2000s, simply can't keep up with demand anymore. Without this new project, the city risks water shortages and sanitation problems. With $200 million in funding from the African Development Bank and the French Development Agency, AFD, Ziga 2 is about more than water. It's about health, dignity, and resilience against drought and climate stress. Finally, let's talk about the land. If you've traveled through Burkina Faso, you've seen the devastating effects of desertification. But the country isn't giving up. Through the Land Restoration and Resilience Program, it's fighting back, hard. Supported by the World Bank and the Great Green Wall Initiative, the program aims to restore over 300,000 hectares of degraded land by 2030. How? Through agroforestry, reforestation, and climate-smart agriculture. Farmers are planting drought-resistant trees, women's groups are reforesting hills, and communities are learning sustainable grazing practices. The impact is massive. Increased food security, higher rural incomes, and green jobs, especially for youth and women. It strengthens communities, improves resilience, and reduces the need for climate-driven migration. In the Sahel region, this isn't just important, it's critical. Burkina Faso is making impressive progress, not just with words, but with real action. From airports and energy to clean water and reforestation, this is a country that's laying the foundation for long-term growth. These projects aren't just about infrastructure, they're about connection, empowerment, and sustainability. While the world may overlook Burkina Faso, it is quietly becoming a leader in sustainable development. A country not just reacting to challenges, but building bold solutions that could inspire the entire continent. So friends, we hope you enjoyed this video on Burkina Faso village life. If you liked it, don't forget to like, comment, and share. Also, subscribe to our channel Village Life Official and share your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video. Until then, goodbye.